and we'll roll the old printing press along. We'll roll the old printing press along. We'll roll the old printing press along, and we'll all hang out in kind. Well, a nice jumping run wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a nice jumping run wouldn't do us any harm. Well, a nice jumping run wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang out in kind. And howdy, folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at it today with a little bit of Celeste. And sorry, Uno, I guess that probably wasn't a minute, but a little extra time since I was already filling my water. How's it going? Turns out that what happens is your browser crashes. Great. Welcome in, Tesla. Welcome in, Uno. Welcome in, Essie. Welcome in, Robert. Welcome in, Pug. Thank y'all for being here. Very sorry about the lateness. Whoo boy. the very brief rundown. I was up late. I was recording the Crooked Man. Because I want to try and get that finished. I was thinking I would do like an hour of it, but it was like right towards the end, so I pushed it a little more. And then, like, at the climax of it, I look up out my window late at night and see a guy cruising by on a scooter with a backpack, shining his flashlight into cars and trying their handles. Oh. So, lost a lot of sleep trying to get some of that sorted out and doing some follow-up with our neighbors in the morning, because it seems like might have had a few cars get hit. Still aren't fully sure, but just trying to make sure everyone was okay. So much apologies. That is why I'm late. It's going to be a shorter stream today. We're just going to be chilling for probably 2-ish hours, but we'll do what we can. I'll start streaming while waiting for you. You know, fair. Sorry to come in and steal the thunder last moment, then. But thank you for being here. What? Hope everyone is having a good day. Hope everyone got a little more sleep. To stream tomorrow at usual times? Sounds like a plan. Oh, I might even have... I think I've got some family stuff, but I might actually be able to pop in and catch a stream for once. Since I think I've got a little time tomorrow. Failed the load module. Trying to do streams outside of your schedule usually doesn't seem to work out. Yeah, no, I feel that. Like, it worked well from the perspective, it worked well when basically streaming was all I had going on in a day. But now that I've got like other schedules to juggle, man, it's funny how other demands on your time tend to make stuff more difficult. Whole site just died, is now an infinite circle of doom. Oh dear. Boom, boom. Uno breaks everything in 2 minutes. Uno, have you considered a career as a, like, quality tester for software? Seems like you could do a good job. Boom, boom. Right, so we're in the terrifying rhythm room. Hello, Flamig. Welcome in. How goes? Did I play UDG2? So, considering that I don't know what that abbreviation means, I'm going to suspect the answer is no. Not contribute to messing up Robert's sleep schedule. That seems fair. Whoop. Unfortunate that I forgot. What does that stand for? Untitled Door Game 2. Oh, no, isn't that was one of the Roblox ones, right? Yes? Roblox is one that I believe, if I recall correct, my stance on Roblox is that is not something I'm gunning for anytime soon. If I was to do it, several people have seemed to indicate that the door games are interesting, but I am not keen to go check out Roblox anytime soon. Unless I am doing it explicitly as I don't understand why this is such a large phenomenon, and to get a better handle on how things are changing, I should probably educate myself. Interesting? folks were making it sound like it had at least some concept and good design put into it. Not even a sleep schedule anymore. It's when I get EP'd. That could be 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. As someone who has also gone by the when I get EP schedule, really good things to try and do are find ways to get yourself to be EP, because it will screw you up. Highly recommend things like going for a walk during the day. If Robert, Uno, and Shrugs are there for Bob at 1 a.m., then maybe you'll try and stream. The rare late-night Bobistry. Oh, no! As a mid-story but good background design. Interesting. Definitely good music. And good puzzles. Neat! But yeah, it's... I guess my baseline is... Roblox has never struck me as something I'm particularly interested in, and I have seen some commentary on it being, shall we say, less than ethical structure. Not that most things do not have some significant issues with them, but it is not one that I'm particularly keen to try out. Oh, Mr. Does Not Play Rhythm Doctor Guy. Yeah, I know, weird. Howdy, Nobo. How goes? Bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. There is no record of me playing, so no one can ever know. Other than the Johan noises, apparently. I have not yet beaten the game. I did get started a little late, and then there is the slightest possibility that I ended up trying to complete the night level, thinking I was trying to progress the story, resulting in a lot of practice that did not really get me much of anywhere. So, yes, we are right before a resurgence of the virus, it seems. So we'll see. We will get to see where that goes. Probably next Saturday. But we're feeling better. Like some of the rhythms we're getting, I enjoyed figuring out the sequence of 4. Oh, one moment. More neighborhood shenanigans, but this time just the cute pug that likes to escape. I just need to make sure someone's aware. Looks like it knows where its owner is, but we got this. It's this adorable little black pug that is such an escape artist. Game called Game for Johan. Just says I'm not live now. Love breaking things. Wee. Oompa. I got back to editing Reupload videos now. Now I finished. Oh my god, that's I still haven't watched the Triple T video. I need to do that. My memory is so bad. We love when cursed things happen. What greater joy could there be in life? It's 4. Oh, I thought it was 3. Well, but still, need to watch it because it was very fun. I really enjoy. I really enjoy your style. Like, oftentimes, no speaking doesn't really, doesn't click with me, but the captioning you do adds a lot of personality. Well, enter it because it looks like one of the games that get your account banned? Pardon? Okay. We'll get this. Even if it's just through sheer chance of throwing ourselves at the meat grinder enough. Eventually. How'd you know how those games look? Mighty fine question. So it's like, that is 100% a crack pipe. Well, how do you know what that looks like? Speaking of Rhythm Doctor, with the Johan noises being posted, I've made the tutorial level for the special mini-act of Johan-ness you've planned. Oh, dear God. I'm terrified and excited. I would think that pings you and changes the tab name when someone mentions you. All the tabs keep cycling through the sound and keep changing the name from Johan Plays Thing Live. Notification Sigma. Ha! There's some games that make your account say bad stuff in chat and that gets your... Oh, so some of the game... So Roblox has a functionality that allows that so they can force you to say certain messages. I can see how that might be useful for some games, but still seems a little strange. Whee! Breaking Uno's client. Ah! So we gotta get all of the doorbells. The next Saturday you have something happening like as a teaser. Sick! And I know I also need to look at Nobo's levels because so I'm getting the impression, did we stop like right before the last level of the main story? Did I cliffhang you guys that hard without realizing it? No? Okay. So so there is a little more. Okay. We shall see. But okay. I don't know, just the way it was sounding, I was like, wait, crap, does that mean we've got like one level left and then custom stuff? Which, oh, I would have felt bad, but also laughed quite hard. 30-second delay, huh. Ah! I can show this level because it doesn't use any mechanics I haven't seen. Gotcha. Bum, 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 bum. Woohoo! Woo! Oh no! Okay, this is going to take me a while to settle into. Place your bets. How many hours? No! Boop. 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 Nope. My reaction time is not great there. I don't know, Nobo. We're gonna play it by ear. Basically, I have 2 hours, so sort of at the 1 hour mark, we'll see how we're feeling about Celeste versus switching over to Rain World. One of the hardest to deal with on Deathless runs, I can imagine. Why am I getting less and less time each stream? Well, in fairness, today is because today was specifically because I did not sleep. Turns out, dealing with criminal activity around where you're at can take up some time. Yeah, because real life. My plan is to be continuing to be aiming for 4 hours fairly consistently until I end up having to wrap up streaming because I have to be paying attention to doing a full-time job, which would prevent me from streaming at the times when we've got all y'all. So at that point, streams will be kind of if I've got some time on a weekend or whatnot, and the rest will be if you need the soothing dulcet tones of Johan. You can check out me playing through some games and talking about it, but unfortunately not really able to interact with folks. But we will do what we can. Why doesn't real life have a pause button? Such an accessibility issue. Yeah, well, that's in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, the past like 4-ish years, I've been living about as close to on a pause button as I can get, which I gotta unpause. But that's part of what streaming did. Streaming was part of how I was able to start unpausing, which was great. Try getting this mod that turned Rain World into Jump King. The mod broke, so I couldn't do that. Instead did a very sane challenge run. Of course. But sounds interesting. You hear the ping noises now. Dun dun dun. And thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, that's actually want to see a Rain World Jump King map? Yeah. I mean, would that be giving like full are you thinking like give that like full Rain World mobility, or just Jump King with like Rain World background so you're having to fight lizards? Squimbletov? Huh? But welcome in, Cheese Grater. Jump King map with Rain World physics and controls. Gotcha. Blah. Climbing the leg, yeah. Bum bum. Ba-dum bum. Slug King is just an ultimate platforming challenge in Rain World. Don't. Start from the subterranean and jump all the way up the high spire on pebbles. Boop, boop, Super-duper-do. Ah! No! Okay. So we go here, we jump over, jump up, take an offbeat. There we go. Crap. So it might be easier to try and do left side than right side. What is Celeste? I've heard about it a lot. So, okay, this is certainly an interesting time to be walking in to Celeste Cheese Grater, but I'll try and give the brief rundown. We are currently in... Oh, hey! Welcome in, Ollie! How goes? So, breakdown on Celeste is very basically, we are playing as this gal, Madeline, who, had something happen in her life that made her want to go climb a mountain, Mount Celeste, to try and get some stuff in order. And we climb this mountain, we find out it's got a bunch of like weird mystical stuff going on, and part of our personality seems to have split off into Madeline, who fights us as a representation of our inner demons. We are very late in it, I don't want to say too much story spoiler stuff in case you're interested in it, but it's got a lovely story about sort of self-discovery, with a lot of platforming based on, at this point we have 2 dashes, but typically you've got a jump, a dash, and a grab. And you gotta platform on through, and there are a variety of mechanics to sort of set goals. I don't have a Celeste command, Robert. But currently, like this room, we've got these circling little dust bunnies, we've got these springs, and these, the sort of blue hovering things that we're hitting there. I think I typically refer to as doorbells because you need to hit all of them to get the door to open. It's incredibly fun. I'm not super big on platformers. That's not something I've played a whole lot of before. I've been having an absolute blast with it. We're currently doing basically non-story parts of the game that are just difficult levels. These are called the B-sides, which are basically the challenge ones. So we're on, I think this is 7B. So this is sort of the, I think, like, second to last B-side, and then we'll be working on the last big story level, which is apparently a very long endurance run. Ah. But yes, as folks mentioned, it's a bit of a death simulator at this point. It's a lot. Watching while trying to do your nails for Christmas. Oh, lovely. Oh, what are you doing for your nails? Doing like red and green, or doing like little designs on them? That's I need to repaint my nails. I typically just use a clear coat to help prevent biting them, but it's kind of worn off at this point. A march mod that Celeste movement. Ugh. Right, and Pug is currently playing along, currently doing Farewell. I check out the game, so I'll leave now just in case spoilers. See ya, have fun, Celeste. All right, no worries, Cheese. Thanks for popping in, and I hope that you do end up enjoying it. Steam Winter Sale is on right now. I don't know if Celeste is, but, you know, if there's ever going to be a time to pick it up. This is kind of a redefining platformer. It's challenging, make no mistake, but it's also one of the easiest for non-platformers to get players to get into. I put in a good 30,000 deaths mastering it, for example. Damn! Celeste, imagine Meat Boy, but you're not meat, and you can dash, and there are strawberries, and there's anxiety and depression references. The game is associated with trans rights. Red and one finger hand will be goldish. Okay. Oh, so the sort of ornamenty. Nice. I did, there was one Halloween where I alternated, black and purple. Yeah, Madeline is not meat. That's a fair point. Hold up. We're all made out of meat. Well, except me, I guess. I'm ink. Oh, beat the Dance Fire and Ice DLC. Congrats. She explodes into little white particles. She's clearly energy incarnate. You know? Yeah. So, is Madeline human? Huh. Yeah, to be fair, she's not bleeding. No, this is more accurate than I necessarily feel comfortable with. Oh, no, no. Theo also does that. Theo's just a figment of our imagination, I suppose. Oh, that, I worked so hard to save that. Oh. Oh, the pain. Ah! Madeline is made out of magic, so they can't handle it. Determination. Ah. Thank you, I appreciate. Have you ever seen a human dash in midair? You know, this is fair. Oh no, some of the jetpacks that have been coming out that have the arm components, I guess you could almost count that as midair dashing, but yes. So happy, love Christmas. Tomorrow you'll eat nice food. Yay! That is, yeah. As I have aged, the food and family part of Christmas has certainly become a lot bigger than the gift part of Christmas that, as a kid, I was far more into. It's like, wait, you mean I get to eat the good stuff and not feel guilty about it? Hell yeah. I get to spend time with folks that I love? Hell yeah. Thank you. That should not have been that painful, but we got there. Note to self, don't open 10 tabs of Johan or laptop will just start slowly dying. Yeah, we're making progress. We're doing things. Welcome in, Jammer. Hope you're doing well. Is one of the harder rooms? Gotcha. Hey, welcome in, Chip Cappy. How goes it with you? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, Christmas? I mean, pretty much all holidays. I'm just like, hell yeah, I get to hang out with people. Good, yay. I think, like, for me nowadays, I'm way less into receiving gifts because now I just, like, feel vaguely awkward. I'm like, people are giving me things. Whereas, I'm way more into, like, ooh, how can I, like, come up with something that this person is really gonna love? And I'm terrible at it. I am so patently miserable at doing good gift giving, but I try really hard to put in some good thought, and when I get it right, it's always fun. That anyone else had that experience as you get older where it's like, I get to prank people with kindness. I get to give them good things that make them vaguely embarrassed because they know that I know them now. Making it to 2,000 meters with Johan. Unbelievable. Randomly, I've seen someone first try that room. Oh my god. Glad you're going good, Chip Cappy. It's fun. Whoop. Fun to think of something? Wait, huh? So fun to think of something. Oh, right, in response to the gift stuff. Yeah, no, it's fun to think of it, even if I struggle. Just remind you of your probably favorite present you've given someone. I'm curious. Gonna get a computer for Christmas. Neat. Computers are quite useful. This person really liked Almond Joys. Okay. I also really enjoy Almond Joys, so I can put myself in this mindset. All right. Cool. Ooh, aw. So we're bouncing across. Ah. So you got them Almond Joys, right? Right? Did they really like all the Manjoys? Yes, all the Manjoys? 2 plus 2 is what? 2 plus 2 is 100. Where's the rest of that binary coming from? Or, no, because that can't be window, which I've heard people do, because that's not enough for ASCII. Huh. I just gave them a literal briefcase full of Almond Joys? Oh my god! That is a literal actual briefcase. That's so good. Oh, that's fantastic, Pug. Huge applause. That's so good. I'm deeply impressed. That would feel so cool to do. I can picture just showing up in like suit, sunglasses, briefcase full of Almond Joy. There's barely any room left in the end before it's closed. Fantastic. Oh, 2 plus 2 is 2 plus 2. Yes, but
you were representing in what looked like binary. It could be a different base, but I don't think there's another base that would get us. Oh, hey, we're in the last chunk of this bit. Okay, nice. Boop. But no, that's fantastic. And Ollie, you were saying that you got your friend a fluffy pink cat notebook. Hell yeah. I really enjoy, well, I've been finding for like gifts that I enjoy receiving these days. I don't buy a lot of stuff for myself. The fact I've actually like purchased some games for myself since I'm a little sad that I you know, life is changing and such, but part of working a job is, while I'm someone who tends to save obsessively, which turns out work takes a lot. Even like I'm not going to sit here and say like paging is this incredibly high stress job, but you know, it's taking time out of my day that I would probably rather be doing other things. But I'm earning money, and I need to figure out how to get myself to remember to link that with good things. I'm working to provide myself a higher quality of life. Crazy. So yeah, just trying to remember like, oh right, I can set aside some money to spend stuff on myself, but I don't typically spend a whole lot. So, and when I do, it's very rarely on physical stuff because I don't love clutter, but my friends have gotten me a number of like stuffed animals over the years, which is really sweet because it's not something I would probably ever buy for myself, but it makes my room a lot like more homey, more comfy. Which, yeah, that's one I've really enjoyed a lot. So I think a fluffy pink cat notebook, it's definitely going to be up someone's alley. 8 plus 8 is 64. 8 times 8 is 64. So the plus symbol being used for multiplication, but that would still be, I still don't see how that works with binary. I don't know what other encoding system would make that work. Your Nintendo Online just expired? Frustrating. 5 times 10 should be 50, but I'm gonna guess you'll say 15. Always up someone's alley. I am Ollie. Alley, yep, fair enough. True facts. Looks like that would be amount base 0.91775. Wait, so that would be so that string of numbers would represent 4 if each one was representing a factor of. No, that can't quite be. I'm not quite understanding Jammer. 70 troll levels I've downloaded. Hey! 5 times 10 is just 5 times 10 because x is a variable. Not written like that. You can do 5x, but if you have the 10 on the other side, that's not a simplified form that would be accepted. X cubed equals x times x times x times x. Yes, fair enough. See, like that is goofy and evil, but I can at least accept it as still meeting the... That meets the letter of the law. X underscore 10? I've not seen underscore used to denote anything. Goofy and evil math. Yeah. Oh god, I didn't spot that. 5 times 10 equals 5x times 10. No, because you would never, no. You never write one number directly next to another number to imply multiplication, because that's already a convention that's you can't do that, because that would be 510. So if that's how we're doing that, that would have to be x being a wildcard digit? Now you want to use that in Mythingo? Oh, dear god. X of f equals f plus 2. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, instead of f of x. Oh, evil. Yeah, like, I'm like, it works, but it took me a moment to realize why that's quite so horrid. You can, it's just me. But, okay, no, sorry. You can do anything with language and communication. But, I guess this is when it gets to the point where you'll go, oh, I can do anything. It stops. The game is over because there's not a limitation to it. As in, the first digit is 0.91775 to the power of 0. Second is to the power of... Really? Wow, I will take your word for it, Jammer. That's fascinating to me because I guess I have a... Wait, no. How? No, okay, right, because it gets smaller as it goes up, but the digits are still... Oh. That's... Oh, wow. No, I got there. I was just having a really... I was having a really hard time internalizing the scaling of 0.9 even in that ballpark. Wow, okay. I've been suggested a video of non-integer bases before, never watched it. Oh, that... I had never thought about non-integer bases before. That had never even crossed my mind, and I hate it. Is there, like, any practical application that we've come across for that? Or is that just one of those, like... I mean, it's a thing we technically can do. Wait, oh, the derivative one? Derivative of d over d. Oh, and then yeah. Base 0.5, for instance, is an inverted base 2. Yes. Complex bases, so using imaginary numbers. I see that I can almost see. I can kind of see use cases for that, but I don't know. Non-integer bases, just I'm having trouble seeing how that would work well for anyone. Yeah, base I plus 2 or 1 plus 2i. Yeah, no, it's like that is easier for me to accept for some reason. F of x is clearly just f times x, or fx. There's been at least 3 scenarios where Robert has said, this is releasing on X day, then X day comes and, comes to it, and Robert's like, fun fact, why it hasn't released yet? Because I was playing A and B. Huh. Well. Oh, speaking of, I believe the TGK reveal has been bumped to, I almost said Christmas 26th, December 26th. So excited to see what Silver's been cooking up. Boop. Just make base 17.8 pi plus 7/8 square root of 2i. But why? F of x is some function, and f is some variable. Poor notation, but it could be true. Well, yes, Christmas the 26th. F and x are 2 variables, and you multiply them, like how x of x is x squared. Ah, yeah. Man, so I had... Story time. I had a friend who decided it would be really funny to mess with when I thought his birthday was, because I have a bad memory, as some of you have discovered. We're going! Yo! Okay. Oh, right back to the wind. But so, as many of you have probably discovered, I do not have the most fantastic of memories. And so this friend was like, oh, I can totally, I can totally mess with him. So I'll make up the dates, but let's say that their birthday was actually February 17th. They told me it was March 2nd. So I completely forgot their normal birthday. There was not like a birthday party or anything. Like I was not missing out on anything, but on March 2nd, I wish them a happy birthday. And they're like, I will now finally reveal to you, it was not, in fact, my birthday. Actually, no, that's right. They didn't tell me. It was another friend that was like, what do you mean, Johan? That's not their birthday. Their birthday was last month. It's like, And so, how I forevermore remember their birthday, since I will always confuse those 2 dates, even though I'm reasonably certain theirs is in February. It's the earlier date. I now just remember it as being January 48th. Because that way, I won't get confused with the months. I have something that is so off from anything anyone else can say. I just start at January 1st and count 48 days, and that is when their birthday is. Does not consistently work if their birthday is past February because of leap years, but still, it at least helps me in this narrow situation. Christmas is my favorite month, Johan, probably. See, you'd say that, but Halloween is my favorite month. Does it mess anyone else up that in the Northern Hemisphere, most of December is fall still? Because, like, look, I am a major autumn fanboy. Like, come on, autumn, best season. I will accept no argument. Not true. I can maybe accept winter. Spring, you're wrong, but I can respect your opinion. Summer, what are you doing? Summer is just the most warm and miserable season. My literal, I guess it's literally a cold take, but don't crash. But no, it's like, you know, if I get cold, I can put on more layers. There's only so many layers that Meathan can physically strip off the body before there's nothing left but bone. Hence, summer, not a fantastic month. But December, despite it being autumn, which messes me up, I fully accept that we should treat it as winter. It's just strange. Winter enjoyers stay winning, hell yeah. Satan campaign reference? Just like I kept forgetting that my birthday was on the 15th of December, not the 14th. God months are different than human months. I guess so. Thank you for the hydrate. Also, happy retroactive birthday, Uno. Congratulations on making it another year. What? Uh-oh. That rock looks like it's flipping me up. Oh my god, it does, doesn't it? That's really funny. What? But yeah, no, that's I've also definitely forgotten when my birthday was before. I actually have in my personal Google Calendar. There's an anime character who a lot of people forget about in that anime, and I went, I'll remember your birthday, and I put it in my calendar to remember it, and I completely forgot at one point that birthday is the same as mine. So that was a little awkward, being like, oh, happy birthday, character, and my friends being like, are you like trying to like hint to us that we forgot your birthday or something? It's like, wait, what? Oh, it is my birthday. So there's a Discord bot where you can tell it your birthday and you'll get pinged for it on said day with a roll given to you. So last year I was pinged both on the 14th and 15th, and people were like, huh? Oh, you split the difference. Obviously. Just double birthday. Also looks like it has massive balls. Oh, the like cutout shape. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh no, that requires more precision than I was prepared for. I haven't forgotten when my birthday is. I have forgotten how old I am. Oh, I've done that a lot too. Forget for when the new year changes over, forget to write the new correct year. When I get older, completely forget how old I actually am and still use an age from like 2 years ago. Sometimes you think I'm still 15. Yeah, it takes a while. I do think it's funny because like the younger you are, the more the years matter. So I think the younger you are, the more important it is, because that's why you get like really young kids that'll sometimes be like, I'm not 3, I'm 3.5. And it's like, good for you, buddy. In fairness, that half a year is important because that's a 1/7 of your life. But yeah, at a certain point, it's sort of like, that's just a drop in the bucket. Gets a lot easier to forget. Next year, you're supposed to go to uni. Hey! Well, if you're planning on that, best of luck, and if not, hope you find some cool trades or find some fun things to do to figure out what's right for you. Blah. All right, gotta go. Bye, Pog. Thanks for hanging out. Fare thee well. Boop. Boop. Too much. Only just now done with prepping the nails? You put a lot more effort in than I do. Yeah, so, okay. So, meet Han painting nails. Let's give a little bit of the backstory there. I prep my nails. I don't really do. If I'm doing colored nail polish, I will like do a clear coat on the bottom, and I do typically try and like get them in a decent shape beforehand, but not a whole lot. I did get manicures for a little while, as like it was, funnily enough, it was something I did with my mom on like last day of school to sort of celebrate like we made it. Went over to like a spa, got a massage and a manicure. Boop. No! That last bit, I'm getting better at the first bit. I'm still struggling to figure out what exactly I need to do in the last bit. We'll get there though. But no, so I as Meat Han have had a very long-term problem with it's not even like a nervous tick, but just like a habit of biting my fingernails. Oh, check Discord when I can. Will do. Thank you for the polite ask. Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably sort of like in like 15-ish minutes here. We'll be sort of halfway through, and we'll take a little time to sort of reassess if we're feeling more Celeste or whatnot. I think that'll be a great opportunity. Well, the redeem is for like absolute urgent checking, and it is you will receive it back if it was not, or if it was indeed urgent. So it sounds like Uno is fine with it being at a reasonable pace. Crazy. Boop. But yeah, so I have had a nail biting problem for a while, which if anyone has had that, y'all know that can get. There we go. It can get really bad, especially since, you know, you use your fingers for things, and if you start spending, like, hours out of your day doing that, not great. Nice, thank you. And I tried a lot of things to manage it. I tried gloves for a while. I tried putting things on my fingers that would be, yeah, no, finally figured out the dash. But trying to put stuff on my nails that would not taste good. And none of it worked because then I just sort of didn't engage with it. But boop, boop. Okay, so we're going to need to use the snowballs, aren't we? But what? Oh no, tried to dodge the snowball in a bad way. But started doing clear nail polish as something because I finally got to a point where I was able to be enough in control to use it to sort of help remind myself that I shouldn't be doing that. So even if it didn't dissuade me from doing it, it helped give me sort of an indicator so I wasn't doing it idly. And then I was like, if I'm already doing this, why not, you know, do cute nail polish, right? Like, have some fun with it. I don't do that super often. I'm still not like massively comfortable with it, but it's something I do on occasion, typically like fairly dark colors that I feel a little less like out there about. I'd love to figure out how to do designs on my nails. But what actually got me to finally go, you know what, screw it. I will commit to doing colored nail polish. I've mentioned that I do play some Genshin, and my friends had got me really into Genshin conceptually by making me really enjoy Hu Tao. And so they got me to roll for Hu Tao and to try and make sure that Hu Tao came home. Yep. Yeah, I do recognize that. The verticality is to try and get over the snowball, but you're absolutely correct that once I hit the snowball, doing double horizontal will hopefully get us to the wall. So I put on some black nail polish that I just got at a small store, and it worked. I got Hu Tao, yay yay. But then I had black nail polish on, and I just kind of rolled with it, and it was fine. I've used that a couple of times, sometimes black, sometimes purple. I'd like to get some more colors, but it's fun. This is true. But when you jump, right, so we can do this, but that still blows us back. Yep, okay. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. What if you spend hours of your day to breathe? Well, Robert, funny thing about that... Whoop! That was not good. Funny thing about that is most of the time, you're not really spending that time, it's just kind of a parallel process. Yeah. Can I see something real quick? Depends on what it is. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Nope. I need to get the timing there. So how long it takes for Snowball so that we can get 1, 2, too far. 1, 2. There we go. Whoa. Very normal Rain World thing, no spoilers. Well, we'll be checking Discord in... Boop. Ah! We'll be checking that in like 10-ish minutes here when we sort of... We'll be taking a moment to reevaluate if we're continuing Celeste or if we're hopping over to Rain World, so... We'll take a look there. Unless it is like urgent. Funny thing about that is you're actually now breathing manually. Ah, yes. But I normally breathe manually. It's never had too great of an effect on me. So I think after doing like some yoga classes, I became like very hyper aware of the wasn't high enough. The activity of my breath. So I don't know, when people say you are now breathing manually, it doesn't bother me as much. What does is you are now aware of your tongue or your teeth. Those ones still kinda get me. The difficulty is snowballing out of control. Very good, Sigma. That... Goddamn. I will say, though, you know what the "you're now breathing manually" does to me? It triggers the yawn reflex. It's on Discord. Alright. Crouch until the snowball enters the screen, then jump and dash horizontally. Does crouching change the verticality of the snowball? It does. That is actually... That... Well, no, I know keeps me still. That doesn't bother me as much. I don't have the timing jammer. But also, when we're doing this... See, even if we did horizontally there, we need to be jumping a bit more beforehand. I like not crouching for that, but the crouching actually keeps the snowball lower, which may be useful, so I will experiment with it. Oh, but okay. So crouch and then dash horizontally across to it, because then I think I can skim over it. Nope, still too high. Never mind. Okay. Well, there we go. That, see? Gotta figure out when to jump, when to dash, so that I don't overshoot. Or undershoot. Need to jump max height, then horizontal dash. If you do it just as it enters the screen, you should be above it. So you're saying, like, so, vertical? I appreciate it, Jammer. Give me a little bit. I'm going to figure out what works for me. I was starting to find some stuff that I think was along the right lines. So I'm just going to take a little bit to try and adjust myself. Boop. Ah! Okay. That does not. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-bum. I do find it interesting, though, how often, like, sometimes the tips that you offer as, like, things that I'm sure, like, worked well for you, I find it really interesting how often it, like, doesn't click with me and they diverge, and I wonder... Whoop! There we go. It's to me, I love that aspect of games, that people can come up with different sort of comfortable solutions for the same task. And that's super interesting to me. Bum bum bum. Skill-based stuff is neat. Because a lot of the games that I am used to playing are things like Magic, where there isn't necessarily the correct strategy or the correct play, but it's a lot... The objective is to win, right? Reduce your opponent's life points to 0, get them to draw from an empty deck, something along those lines. But there are a number of strategies to deal with that. But a lot of that is in like deck construction, which a lot of people just net deck, myself included frequently. But you can still select a variety of strategies that'll work reasonably well. Within that, though, there tends to be a sort of correct way to do it. So it's not something where there is as much slop. It's not so much, oh, that's not how I would have done that, as, do you see how you lost value in that play by not doing X, Y, or Z thing? Yeah, humans are pattern-seeking creatures, in a game where only one pattern will lead to success is a weird game. Yeah, and it's not even so much like one pattern, but I guess I'm very used to playing games where the patterns are a lot more obvious and a lot easier to critique in there's much more like objective measures beyond just does it accomplish the goal or not. Lines of play, yeah, because in a lot of cases you can take different lines, and it's usually the earliest lines that I think there's the most variation in, because once you have a fairly set up field of play, there's not a lot of variation necessarily in what you probably should do. Most of the time it's trying to minimize errors. But early on, there's definitely a lot more like selection in the game. I don't know, I don't know exactly how to characterize it, but yeah, lines of play is definitely a sort of critical word in that. But it's a lot of the stuff I play, it's unlike this. There's a lot more linearity to it, a lot more lines. But they're a lot more, you can see the lines, and it's less about the person behind them. Also, while beating Gourmand, I discovered the wonderful creature, the best creature in the DLC 100%. Oh dear. I'm sure it will be adorable. Bump, bump, oh. See, now that is a great example of me not taking advice I should have. Remember to dash. Right, because we recharge our dash on our ground, so that's just strictly more efficient. Silly me. No excuse. Bet. Boop. Very adorable and petable and won't kill you? That's my jam. See, okay, I think I've mentioned before that, like, cats were... I had a lot of trouble with cats growing up. I have come around on them a lot more. I find them a lot more interactable. But are cats just dogs for people who don't mind if their pet wants to kill them? There's certainly some... Very petable and won't kill you. Like, very petable, yes. Very adorable, yes. Won't kill you? I don't know. Cats sometimes seem to have it out for folks. So, I'm surely the DLC just has a cat. Cats are chill, angry dogs. Yeah, you know? I think that jives with what I've seen. Because I think I'm sure I've mentioned, but basically, like, all of my interactions with cats up until, like, a few years ago were basically cats doing violence to me and not understanding what I did to provoke them, and usually people assuring me that basically I did nothing to provoke them, which people seem to think was a reassurance. But call me crazy, I tend to like to understand why. Yes, Nobo? You had the best idea? Oh dear. I mean, I believe you, but also best ideas are often deeply terrifying. Nuko campaign in Rain World! Yes! So, for folks who've not picked up on it, Nobo and I both really enjoy the lovely manga and anime called Girls' Last Tour, and there's this adorable little creature in it called Nuko. It's basically just mispronounced cat, and it is very similar. It's very similar to it's very similar to the slug cat. Well, I'll pull up a picture in a moment. Well, yeah, in the dub it's cut rather than cat. But it's this long, lanky, round, squishy boy that eats things you probably would not expect something to eat. Oh, the slag cut, aw. But it's absolutely adorable, and yeah, that would be fantastic. And the map is just cities, hell yeah. Okay, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment and figure out what we're feeling. So, first video games. Uno, find a better one. Wait, what? What are we looking at here, Uno? So I can eat metal things instead of normal fruits. Ah, yeah, metal berries. Oh, this is Geometry Dash? Oh my god, whoa! Damn! That's insane! Wow. I'm deeply impressed. It's finally turned complete. Hot damn! That's super cool. Okay, and then this. What?
A new world awaits. As the downpour arrives, a rebirth blossoms and thrives.
What is this, Nobo?
Creatures, both predator and prey. Each one bearing new gifts and exploring
Ooh, I guess Wayne Woe Downpour. What? Official game publishing YouTube account? Wait, so this? Oh, this is the one that Akupara games. Oh my god. So, oh my god. So we've got Catboy. We have Catboy 5 Pebbles, and we have whatever the hell this is from Aku. Oh my god. I mean, oh, good for them. A deep fried version of the April Fool's video from last year's April Fool's. Oh my god. I mean, good for them not taking themselves too seriously. That's, oh, in 2025 it's gonna be even more compressed. I look forward to it. That's good for them. Just good for them. It's I hate ads that don't understand themselves, and that makes me happy. This is also based on the first ever mod to be on the workshop. Ah. We will hydrate just a moment. Thank you. But let's get Nuko. Nuko! Look at Nuko! Nuko is so cute! This is what they decide is probably a cat. Bum, bum, bum. Thank you for the hydrate. You would kill for him? Yeah, no, he's adorable. They are such a little creature, and yeah, it eats bullets. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, Nuko is great. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Girls' Last Tour is, I think, my favorite piece of media currently. I highly, highly recommend anyone go watch and or read. I think what I'm feeling, I'm gonna see if I can do this room. And then I think I would like to try and bop around a little bit in Reupload, so nope. So we'll see if we can get this done in like, I feel like we can do this in another 5 to 10 minutes. And then we'll pivot. If we don't get it done in 5 to 10 minutes, we'll probably just kind of keep grinding it. Like on Art in Progress. Nice. Boop. Aha. Oh, boop, boop. Watch 10 minutes turn into it. Well, that's why I'm saying. If we don't get in 10 minutes, we'll just finish it out with Celeste. Just keep going. But surely I can do this. I am a professional gamer after all. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Well. Oh. Well, and I guess if it's going to do this, we can also do this one. We've got this. Campaign would be something like The Last Tourist. Hell yeah. Almost joke. Yeah, nope, that was bad. But look, okay. This is fine. We can do this. Surely this won't take the next bit. If this takes more than 5 minutes. That was so gemmy. What's gemmy? Are the kids already coming up with new slang I don't understand? Uh-oh. Gosh darn kids these days. What's wrong with cool or whatever it is? Have an absurdly long food bar, but you would be able to eat rocks and metal sticks. Yes. Yeah, eat the little bricks off the ground. Uh-oh. Got distracted building a pretty big Minecraft project? No worries. Welcome in, Quote. How's the project going? I assume it's not the one where you were replacing... Oh, what was it? You were replacing, like, all of the sand in a desert with something a while back. Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, Tim's Saturday stream slang? Oh, I did not pick up on it when I was in there. Sand replacement project is finished. Okay, so what is the new one? Boop. Okay. No! Just a big tower. All right. Hell yeah. I mean, is that not like one of our most base instincts? C blocks, build tower. Hell yeah. That's what humans love. Banger idea. Okay. Should be what would the rain in be in the Girls' Last City tour? Well, what about the floodgates? What fate? A slug path? What? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, some progress was made on clockwise or clockwidges. Guess so. One of the super weapons going off by some irresponsible little girl pressing the wrong button. So rain, the entire city just floods from bottom to top. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are several things we could figure out. Ah, just straight up. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, bullet rain. I know that to be the hardest one, so probably be a while before it's done. This is fair. But so I'm super impressed with folks making a lot of progress on the retrograde inverse. I'm happy folks are enjoying. Okay, so we need to wrap around. Okay, okay. We will give this like a certain number more tries. We'll figure that out in a moment. Still weird though to have some patterns for it, as well as some weird stuff. Also, welcome in, Silver. How's it going? I was mentioning earlier, I was reminding folks that the reveal seems to move to the 26th, to Boxing Day, yes? So we've got 3 more days, or I guess 2, depending on how you count, until we find out the great grand plans. No! Exciting! Giveaway is still Christmas. Ah, gotcha. Well, hey, so if there's anyone who's looking for some March, hop on over to Silver's Discord server, hashtag non-spawn. I just enjoy March. Also at 6 p.m. Okay, I assume 6 p.m. UK, probably GMT. Might need some social engineering adjacent stuff to extract information from you. Oh my. GMT, alright. Boop, 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 boop. No! It's, I believe, because GMT and UTC aren't, like, exactly the same, but I believe they're pretty close, so I believe, for me, that would be, I believe the time I operate off of, is UTC -8. Aww. Did the traditional thing and lowered brightness, raised contrast, and found something weird for it. Ah, okay. Haven't properly done, it's so ugly, haven't properly done this in a long while, especially with dark colors. Hey, still, you're doing something, and if you're having fun with it, that's what's important. Because at some, you know, maybe I should just do my nails black, and I can send you a picture of how poorly I do. Yeah, 10 a.m. That's why I think, because yeah, that's PST I believe is UTC -8, and UTC is pretty similar to GMT, but UTC doesn't have the fall forward, fall back, which I think GMT, I don't know if it still does, but had at some point. Man, time zones are just a lot. Reveal will be a vid on YouTube, but the link will be in Discord. Sick! Got to do one finger a different color, so I painted a different color on the top, and it's... Aww. Gotcha, so it's got some of it, like, bleeding through. Yeah, I mean, I assume you've got some sort of, like, nail polish remover that you can use, just like a little isopropyl alcohol. Sometimes a mulligan is the better part of valor. Yeah. That's what I actually, what I've done a number of times is I'll paint it on and I get nail polish everywhere. It's not even funny the amount that just gets around my finger. And then I'll go back with a, go back with some isopropyl alcohol on a paper towel and clean it up. Wait, ignored? Oh no, wait, did I miss something? Hold up. Oh, yep. Sorry. Wait, I scrolled up and apparently when scrolling back down, skipped over that. Anyway, you know how the world is full with weird houses? Oh, right, yes. The ones that you had on the Imgur or whatnot. I'm making a model of every house stacked on top of each other. Oh, so the tower is a combination of them. That's super cool. Am I excited? Well, of course, Silver. Can't you see all of the backflips? It cometh! I should not have used the dashes there. Look at what they did to the Bible thump, I know. The sadness. But hell yeah! I'm genuinely so curious, because, like, we know about March 2, but I'm like, are we going to get Reupload expansion? Is Silver coming up with a completely new game concept so that we get to see new, fascinating, aspects of game design? Because, I mean, that's... Like, as fun as March is, one of the things that's been coolest to me about playing it and Reupload is being able to talk to you about the development. So seeing more of that, always up for it. Just keep it this way. Oh, you always touch the nails accidentally? Yeah, I see, I've gotten pretty good about all of my fingers except my thumb, because I often start with the thumb, And so it gets a lot of, like, extra, and then I always end up leaving a fingerprint in my thumbnail polish, which is not great. Print the puzzle? Ooh. The whole idea was to build a house stack where every house had a random block palette, but then I thought, why random if I can just go with every palette I use so far? Fair. Have something that builds on prior stuff. No. I have a feeling you have to physically manipulate the puzzle somehow based on the hidden lines. Huh. Well, I mean, Quote was saying something about social engineering, and I mean, look, I don't advocate finding where they live and getting the answer out of them that way, but that is always, in security, one of the greatest things that people forget about is someone has an answer, and you, politely persuade them. Which is always a fun concept to try and convey to people who are not very security-minded about, like, you can put all of the security you want on a password, but if someone clicks a link and bypasses it, or if someone values not being hit with a lead pipe over giving up their password, guess what? It's not secure. Does look pretty nice with the shiny top coat? Yay! Oh, you touched it? No! No! I am genuinely curious why Quote has suggested social engineering. Like, that's... I'm intrigued if that was part of the puzzle design. Scam works by convincing a mark to give them your keys. If they don't steal them off you, at least, typically. Yeah, no, it's... Right, it's security still, ultimately, if you can get into it, someone else can get into it, if by no other means. At the very least by having you let them in, right? So, yeah, I don't know, that is always one of my favorite things about security, to remember that I think more people could do well too. Ah! Every time Twitch releases a new global emote, I ask myself, how and why was this made? And why is there a 95% chance it was made in under 10 minutes? Damn. Boop. Bam. Bam. Crap. Why can't I just jump straight up? Boop. Want to get to teensy tiny little bit of Rain World? We can do it, I believe. As in, I will quit this if we can't, but... Yeah. Ooh, okay! There we go, I just need to be faster. Ah, ha, 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 ha. There we go. Okay, we can do a little Rain World. Hell yeah. Oh, 5 out of 7 done! Chugging along. Will we make it by the new year? Who knows?